Okay, so as we know, it's been a lot of Oprah slander going on.
Why?
I don't know, man. You know, people are saying she does stuff like sex trafficking. Now they're blaming her. I'm not gonna say they're blaming her for the Maui situation, but they're trying to say that
she tried to help.
Yeah, like people are trying to say like she knew about the fire because like before it happened, the like fire department popped up at her house. Yeah, yeah. So like they protected her land.
How they know?
Her land is not touched.
Well, a lot of the island isn't touched.
Yeah, but she had like the fire department at her land while it was either going on. I think it was before. I don't know. Maybe he breaks it down, guys. But you know, it's a lot of Oprah slander out there right now. I don't know why everybody's upset with Oprah. But let's get into it. Maybe he says something we don't know. Let's go.
Bald with no facial hair is so weird to me.
Look like an alien.
Oprah Winfrey investigated for the Maui fire? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look about why people are asking for Oprah Winfrey to be investigated for the Maui, Hawaii fires, and many more things that are going on behind the scenes that will leave you either raising your eyebrow or pointing your finger. Be sure to watch until the very end to see some things you certainly will not want to miss.
And at some point, I will make a major donation after all of the smoke and ashes have settled here and we figure out what the rebuilding is going to look like. This is going to be a long and difficult process.
Oprah has been one of the top trending topics on Twitter this week, and we're looking into why that is. Let's start off with Matt Wallace's viral tweet that said, Oprah Winfrey has been buying up land in Maui like crazy. A 520-acre plot for $3.89 million this year. 330 acres for $2.47 million. Two 10-acre swaths of land for $100,000 each last year. In the last few years, she has gone from about 100 acres of land in Maui to over 1,000 acres. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a fire comes and destroys many homes near.
I don't know, if I have land somewhere, why would I want there to be a fire there?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
They trying to say she trying to buy them out.
Yeah, she's gonna buy more because you know maybe later on it's gonna be worth something because you know Hawaii's a tourist place.
It was worth something before the fire.
Yeah, facts.
It's Hawaii.
It was. But if you make Hawaii like a very much a beautiful tourist place,
it is already.
Like I'm talking about like where it's like a strictly resorts, maybe it would probably be worth a lot.
Well, they probably got areas of Hawaii that is like that.
Yeah, but if like all the poor people aren't there anymore, then
so you
poor
saying
people? You mean the natives?
The natives, so, yeah, snap poor.
What they're alleging is she started the fire.
No, then
to buy them out. Yeah, that's what they kind of saying.
Let's just let it ride, guys.
That's what they're alluding to.
Conclusions.
That's what they're alluding to right now.
Let's find out first.
Fire, though.
130 acres for $2.47 million. Two 10-acre swaths of land for $100,000 each last year. In the last few years, she has gone from about 100 acres of land in Maui to over 1,000 acres. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a fire comes and destroys many homes near her, but her land remains untouched. Sound familiar? In 2017, an extremely deadly fire destroyed many homes near Oprah's Montecito mansion, but her property remained untouched. After 2017, Oprah continued expanding her land in Montecito to over 70 acres, including buying a 4-acre complex in 2019 that was destroyed by mudslides only a few weeks after that 2017 fire. Wake up! Oprah's CBS media crew was denied entry into a Hawaiian wildfire shelter. However, someone inside captured footage of Oprah handing out supplies for displaced Maui residents.
He came.
This is crazy.
I had a question for you.
Yeah,
if I needed to find somebody, how would I do it?
Yeah.
Now, Wallace also tweeted, locals in Maui were refusing to sell their land to the elites. The part of the island mainly destroyed by the fires was prime area right next to lavish mega mansions. Now, a lot of those locals are forced to sell their land, and many tragically died in the flames.
So
Oprah Winfrey has a luxury mansion in Maui.
That's what they saying. That's what he's saying.
Well, also, they didn't want to use the water to put the fire out because they said water is sacred. Like they refused to turn the water on to put the fires out.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that one. That's
crazy.
crazy.
Y'all didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, they were saying
it's completely fine. Jeff Bezos has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Lady Gaga has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Bill Gates has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Morgan Freeman has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Will Smith has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Julia Roberts has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. How did the fire know to avoid the most expensive mansions? There are many theories circulating as to what exactly happened in Maui, with evidence pointing to the fact that it could have been people with government ties. On the other end, there are also allegations that this was actually done by people who didn't want tourists in Hawaii, natives of Hawaii who want to try to get rid of the rich people who are taking all of the oceanfront land. Another theory is that this was a land grab by the wealthy.
So what I think is going on in Hawaii is exactly what's going on in Alberta. They're land grabs. Hawaii is very small. It has a small amount of land available, especially for millionaires and billionaires that have houses in these areas that want to keep building. So the easiest way, instead of offering people money for their homes, is to just burn the entire place down and pretty much burn people out of their area. They did that in Alberta here to try and get people into 15-minute cities. Alberta, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing in Maui. Now, why am I saying that? Well, I did a video on the Epstein flight log list, exposed everybody that was on the flights. And I also put up classified documents that were from the Ghislaine Maxwell court case. And then I even put up her flight logs. So not just Epstein's flight logs, but her flight logs that were released in court as well. People went absolutely wild. The video went super viral. Some people were super mad at me because their movie stars were on on Epstein Island. But if you look at the correlation of the people who are on Epstein Island and the people who own houses on Maui, you're going to see a huge correlation. And these people do not stop at anything, and they want more land so they can keep building their entire houses bigger. Now, the only reason I know this is I went to Hawaii, I think 13 years ago, and talking to the locals, they were all complaining about the same thing. Overdevelopment, developers coming in and trying to take homes of regular people for way under the asking price, and then building like multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar hotels, homes on that land. So what people started doing is they won't take any offer from any developer. So what's another way of getting people off of their land is to burn it, scorch it, or make it literally non-livable on. And I think that's what's happening in Hawaii. Whether it was done on purpose with DWs or, you know, other forms of sound weapons, or if it was done by
She has pieced some pieces together.
I can't lie, this is not a bad conspiracy.
She's putting some
pieces
together.
Y'all remember what I said? How can green grass burn that fast?
It was dry. They were in a drought.
They burnt it. It doesn't matter. They burnt it, brother.
It burnt.
It burnt. I don't know.
We already acknowledged that one.
It's either or. Like maybe it was a natural cause, or maybe somebody did start.
No, I thought that they said like a power line failed and
that could be it.
The spark fed because of
a car blew up in the grass in front of our crib and it did not spread.
This could be possible. I don't know,
man.
You know me.
I just feel like
I'm open to it.
To blame the least for something with no proper evidence.
The only evidence they have is that their house didn't burn.
Yeah, that's suspicious, but like.
So if you had a house that didn't burn, they was like, you started the fire.
Hey, but
because you're rich.
He just named like 10 different, rich people that's near the fire.
No, we don't know if they're near the fire. We don't know that.
Nah, Oprah was near
How
the fire.
How big is Maui?
Let's see if
I just want to see how big Maui is first.
Man, I need evidence. But I ain't saying that it's not true. I'm just saying if you ask me where I'm leaning towards not true. I don't think that people would start this fire on purpose just to get the land. I don't know if you can get that many people to work together to do this, because then how do you divide the land?
Oh, Maui too big, so we can't say that. Yeah, it's over.
Well,
okay, what city? What city is it?
We don't know what part of the island burnt up. and what part they live on.
Yeah.
Because like
he boosting now.
I'm assuming if the rich people are there, they're probably on the rich side of the island.
Exactly.
And if all the locals are there, they're on the local side of the island.
That side burnt and one side didn't.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Like, obviously, she's buying up plots on the rich side of the island, or just buying up land in general. Like, who in Hawaii is just gonna have $2 million expendable besides the rich people that live there?
Because they're not in the same.
They said this
breath.
happened more than once. I'm gonna show y'all this picture though.
But then they said also that a conspiracy is that the people on the island started the fire to get the rich out.
I'm gonna show y'all. I mean, this could be false. I mean, a lot of false stuff happened on the internet. So
yeah,
but it looks pretty close, bud.
So you saying that Oprah started the fire?
I didn't say that. See, that's the thing though. I don't know. But like, people are saying that she had the fire department at her house before the fire started.
But people saying a lot of shit. Who's seen
bro.
it?
I need to see
Somebody on Maui, like a lady that was
Seeing
been
is
standing
believing.
up, like fighting against the shit, has said that they seen the fire department in her house and was confused, and then a fire broke out. But hey, I don't know. He said, it's all a conspiracy, man. But it is believable. This is,
unlivable on. And I think that's what's happening in Hawaii. Whether it was done on purpose with DWs or, other forms of silent weapons, or if it was done by one of these NPC crazy people who believe in global warming. Yet they don't really understand that the billionaires and the millionaires are still taking private jets. They have cruise ship size private yachts. They're not stopping eating meat. They're not stopping flying around the world. So warming, yet they don't really understand that the billionaires and the millionaires are still taking private jets. They have cruise ship size private yachts. They're not stopping.
Am I tweaking?
It's the video, bro.
Yeah, you're tweaking. I don't know what you're talking about.
So you don't hear that though?
No.
It's the background of the video, bro.
You don't hear that?
If it was done by one of these NPC crazy people who believe in global warming, yet they don't really understand that the billionaires and the millionaires are still taking private jets. They have cruise ship size private yachts. They're not stopping eating meat. They're not stopping flying around the world. So, I mean, there's a bunch of people out there that will believe the agenda and then try and push it. But I think this is a lot deeper, kind of like in Alberta. And I truly feel for the people in Hawaii.
Daniel Zeck shared this tweet that said, "From what I'm gathering, lots of Maui residents believe the fire was a deliberate attack and land grab by the U.S. government, ultimately backed by the WEF and its plans for Agenda 2030, snatching sacred land from sacred people under the guise of environmental."
So we thinking here that the U.S. government, Bill Gates, Oprah, all these people all work together?
Probably. Bill Gates did say it was a pandemic going to happen before the pandemic happened.
But
It's a video
Y'all
on
know
that.
me, man.
But
we're
It's a
out the
video
loop.
on
Maybe
that.
it's just me,
We're out the loop.
They had a video
That's
where
hard for you to
Bill
You
Gates.
don't believe any conspiracy, so
I don't. I'm not
But,
a conspiracy guy.
If I showed you 100 of them, you wouldn't believe one of
I
them.
probably wouldn't.
But one of them are probably real.
Well, until it's proven. It's not.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Y'all
Y'all
seen
seeing
that?
this believing. I don't know. That lady pieced together a nice little theory, though. I think it's
that was pretty
it's
good.
very intelligent what she pieced together.
Keep it 100, y'all. Y'all never
But
seen.
these are hefty
y'all don't
accusations.
think Bill Gates would do some evil shit like that?
I don't know.
I don't
Bro,
know.
it's a
I don't
video,
know,
bro.
Bill
I don't know.
If you
It's,
start with it's a video, I don't
Yeah,
believe it.
no,
yeah.
no. It's him saying, like, speaking out his mouth that there will be a pandemic right before COVID-19 happened. It's like a full out
you
video.
said-
But
He caused
COVID-19 went from
I
China,
didn't
though.
cause it, yeah.
So did he cause it?
That was from China, though.
He probably got some ties with China.
You see how deep this shit is? That's why I don't believe in conspiracies.
How he called
Metal
it, though.
protection and conservation, moving populations towards specified urban centers. Now take a look at this viral tweet and video. This fire thing on Maui doesn't add up. How did all the boats on the water burn as well, and there's a perfect circle of fire around the city? Let's take a look at the included video.
That is crazy. That's sad, bro. Huh?
Take a real close listen
we
to
know
what
if
Governor
that's Hawaii?
Josh Green of Hawaii had to say about the fire.
It does appear like a bomb and fire went off. It does appear like a bomb and fire went off. Be a new Lahaina in its own image, its own values. But it's going to be billions of dollars.
Another thing, what are the chances that the police chief of Maui, John Pelletier, just so happened to be the incident commander for the Las Vegas shooting in 2017? Food for thought. A Hawaii fire survivor and a first-hand witness spoke out saying this was not a natural disaster.
This was not a natural disaster. This was a direct energy attack on the people and the place of Maui.
Who is this lady?
If you know what lives there, what descendants live there, you know why. And you know why it happened on 8/8. They came in and they took control.
She hit the gas.
There were trees standing and the buildings gone. This system, this weather system, came in from the mountains, from the east. That does not happen. They were not telling people anything. They were not letting people in to help.
Now, I do agree the government.
And they were letting people go in.
But that is people
to get burned alive. There were people burning alive in the streets. There were people dead in the water. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of people that died. What they're telling you in the news is not true, and I lived it firsthand.
There certainly seems to be quite a number of people uploading videos with similar messages.
I live on Maui. The media is lying and or covering up the extent of the damage and the death count. I personally know people that are telling me the death and destruction is way worse than we're being told. I am witnessing the cover-up by the media.
Is he there right now?
Okay, so what does President Joe Biden have to say about the Maui fire? Well, reporters nearly gasped as Joe Biden ran from their questions about the rising count of Americans dead from the Maui wildfire disaster. Biden was asked about the devastating Maui fires, and he replied with no comment.
He don't even know where he at. He has dementia.
They said no comment.
Thousands displaced. 2,200 structures destroyed. 96 confirmed dead, and this number is expected to rise into the thousands. Endless billions for Ukraine, including $200 million more today. But President Joe Biden doesn't even have a comment for Maui. Joe Biden spent the weekend at the beach, while Kamala Harris spent it in Martha's Vineyard.
Mr. President, are you going to take questions on Maui?
Can you come talk about Maui?
That's what talking about
Maui. Did he say what? You're looking at what?
Another disturbing video circulated showing the withholding of pallets of donations to Maui fire victims.
The government withholding every single one of our donations because we are not a part of FEMA and Red Cross. So none of this is eligible for giving out. Tell me why. I have no freaking clue.
There will be plenty more updates to come, but in the meantime, which theory do you personally believe to be true? Was this a true natural wildfire that devastated Maui, Hawaii, or is there something else going on? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. As always, that
last video effed me up.
No, I did. Okay, this is my theory. So I believe maybe that the lease didn't cause it, but I believe people are trying to capitalize off of it.
That's pretty. That could be very. I can believe that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that Bill Gates went out there and said,
but
let me get their ass.
A businessman has told us when disasters happen, somebody wins and somebody loses.
Yeah, so they're probably like, since this happened, I might as well come up. Maybe that's what they own, and that is bad.
But didn't Oprah donate money already?
Some people get a lot of money.
Her and The Rock donated
said they didn't.
$10 million each and started a charity.
Yeah.
But then I also saw that the money from the charity wasn't going to the victims, but I didn't see anything proving.
Yeah, it's always some shit, man.
That.
It is, but it is a terrible situation, and I definitely think the government handled it bad, especially with giving them all only $700. I think that's what needs to be talked about more, kind of like what the people who actually have control over the country, the government, and all that, what they did to help.
Because it happened. Important. Like, we got to figure out a solution instead of just coming up with theories.
How can we help these people? That's what I'm about.
How the hell they're not a part of Red Cross? That just messed me up.
No, that is crazy.
So,
like what?
That was weird.
That is very weird.
This whole thing is starting to be a little weird.
He said FEMA, I thought.
It's a
He's
FEMA
basically making it like he had all that stuff to help them, but they couldn't. It was like they couldn't take.
Why
it.
you can't pass it out? What the hell? That's crazy.
But maybe he got passed out the next day.
Hey, bud, you were right. Hey, I ain't gonna point the finger, but my eyebrows is raised on this one. I can say that.
I got questions.
Yeah, I do too.
And I need answers.
All right, guys, let us know what y'all think in the comments. Is it true? Is it false? Is it a dumb conspiracy? Or do y'all believe it? Let us know. We're gone.